There are over 100 things Jurassic World Evolution 3 would need to be absolutely perfect. A boat tour. Seriously, Frontier, come on. Petting zoo. Gondola for transport and as attraction. Balloon tour. Terratops Lodge. Jurassic World accurate guest amenities including the water park. More themed building styles. Shops with interiors. More guest arrival options. Variable height for the monorail tracks. Customizable attraction buildings. Buildings with small footprints. Buildings placeable on path, customizable tour vehicles, queues on attractions, food carts, the ability to schedule animal shows for certain species like Mosasaurus feeding show and raptors doing tricks, randomized islands, even bigger maps. Maps that are a complete island, better terrain tools, all-terrain paints on all maps, more biomes, variable water depth, way more decorations like more skeletons, more statues, more planters, more fountains, more lights, and more staff supplies. All decorations recolorable. More fences, including moats, decorative fences, with fences having a slider to adjust height. Placeable viewing windows for the fences. Placeable vehicles. No hitbox, at the very least on decorations, fences, rocks, and foliage. No terrain constraints, please. Elevated walkways, stairs, and bridges. More path colors. Planet Coaster 2's path tool. Staff-only paths. Customizable signs. An overgrown tool similar to the destruction tool. More placeable foliage, more placeable rocks, recolorable rocks, resizable rocks, waterfalls, caves and tunnels, and an optional grid for building. Here's a midpoint disclaimer that this entire list is what would make Jurassic World Evolution 3 perfect for me. I'm not expecting or demanding that it has all of this and that it will suck if it doesn't, because it doesn't need all these things to be good. By the way, stick around till the end of the video to find out which upgrades are the most important to me and why to make the game good. And what I want is probably different from what you want. So comment down below what would make Jurassic World Evolution 3 perfect for you. But if you agree with my list, give it a like and of course subscribe to the channel for all of the news on the upcoming game. Planet Coaster 2's pool tool for creating lagoons. Natural lagoons. Lagoons that can be connected to land exhibits. Aquarium tunnels, improved lagoon customization including variable water depth, underwater foliage brushes, custom water color and murkiness, lagoon windows, more underwater decorations, all decorations that work on land work in the lagoon, and interactions between lagoon species and land/flying species. At least one hybrid species for the lagoons and one hybrid species for the aviary. No clipping, baby dinosaurs, sexual dimorphism, nesting, a sizable selection of Cenozoic species, missing fan favorite species, more Triassic species, new semi-aquatic species, swimming animations for all species, walking animations for pterosaurs, randomized sizes, rare occurrences of melanistic and albino individuals, paleo-accurate variants. All variations come with customizable skins, more skin patterns, skin previews in the hatchery, bioluminescent genome for all species, sauropods and hadrosaurs fighting back, animal enrichment, animal shelters, water troughs, more feeders like cow, deer, pig, plant, and fruit, indoor/nighttime enclosures, mini exhibits, variable height to aviaries, the T-Rex Kingdom, Indominus Rex habitat, and Jurassic World Raptor paddock, small dinosaurs transported via truck, instant incubation, more in-depth management like setting entry price, budgeting for marketing and settling lawsuits, managing supplies on remote locations, and dealing with pickpockets and vandalism. More natural disasters like floods, earthquakes, and forest fires. Park beauty contributes to park rating. Park maps and direction signs contribute to transport rating. Viewing range on path. Guess with personality. Kid guess. Expanded first-person mode. More sandbox settings. Creating a franchise of connected parks sharing assets between them. Online park sharing with other players. Site B. A longer campaign. A very important undo key. Instant weather controls, not just in capture mode. Seasons. All content from Chaos Theory at launch. All content from Rebirth at launch. All content from Jurassic World Evolution 1 and Jurassic World Evolution 2. And finally, better optimization. Because none of this matters if the game isn't properly optimized and it's just gonna keep crashing on us when we're building our best parks. Alright, so all of this to make the game perfect. But even though I like all of these upgrades and each would contribute to making Jurassic World Evolution 3 even better than Jurassic World Evolution 2, they're not all equally important. For example, I talk a lot about baby dinosaurs on the channel, and that has given people the impression that baby dinosaurs is the most important thing to me, but it's not even in my top 10 of most wanted things. So what do I want most? If not perfect, then which upgrades would I prioritize over everything else in this video? These are my top 20 upgrades, roughly from least to most important. An undo key, only just in the top 20 because as nice as it would be, I have begrudgingly learned to live without. And the same goes for skin previews in the hatchery, an important quality of life update, but not at the very top of my list. Walking animations for pterosaurs so the kids can stop looking so sad. More path colors, because of course. An underwater foliage brush to make quick work of filling a lagoon. Waterfalls as dramatic backdrops to exhibits. Baby dinosaurs, there they are. Again, not as high on my list as people probably think. Semi-aquatics, which would include new semi-aquatic species and giving existing species in the roster, like Spinosaurus, the semi-aquatic functionality as well. A boat tour. Frontier, it's time. Frankly, if we still don't get a boat tour, it's low-key embarrassing. All decorations recolorable would mean we get a lot more use out of each decoration piece, and we can really create themed areas and themed parks overall. Better optimization. It's not a flashy thing to start the top 10 with, but it's so important if I actually want to be able to build the kind of big, detailed parks that I want. No terrain constraints, a no-brainer. Aside from poor optimization, this is the biggest frustration I regularly run into. More building sets like Asian themed or contemporary. More placeable foliage because we don't have much variety within a biome set currently. Having no hitbox would elevate park building across the board. A selection of low decorative fences, or the stupidity barrier, as I like to call them. Way more decorations, way more. Like, add an obnoxious amount, and then add even more until you think it's too much, and then double that. Elevated walkways over habitats to function as a viewing opportunity into the habitat. Bridges come in at a very close second, but in first place, better terrain tools. That takes the top spot for me. Comment your own wishes and wants for the game down below and let me know which is most important to you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, let's hope it's just good enough.